Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayis Shadabadat, the house of David. Amaya Shatad, when men of valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Salvation belongeth unto you, and you alone. All right? First and foremost, to the 144,000 elect men, then the multitude of the men, women, and children who believe upon the testimony. All right? 2/3 of the nation of Israel here on Babylon, the great, the shores of a.k.a. Sodom and Gomorrah, a.k.a. Egypt, a.k.a. Rome 2.0, here on the shores of America, all right, will perish, will be deleted, will be canceled, all right, by that thermonuclear fire, ICBM missile, or by whatever means Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has to bring your end in your demise, all right, just for you to be brought back up to suffer that lake of fire of that nuclear thermal fire of that ICBM missile. All right? For the 2 turds out there not taking heed to the testimony of Yahweh, which means He is He to be, He exists. That is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Bahashem, in the name, Yahweh Shai, is His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, or His name is Yahweh Shai, which means He saves, He delivers, He is salvation for the elect of the nation of Israel, and not discounting His blood, for He loves all the nation of Israel. All right, but 2/3 a must suffer and learn cancellation and deletion by pain for the disobedience that they have shown unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna start out and don't have a title for this lesson, but I'm gonna actually start here with another lesson. It's gonna be here in the book of Matthew. It's gonna be Matthew chapter 22. And we're going to start here at verse 37, and it reads, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stoneth them, which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as even as a hen gathered her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. All right, so here it is, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as the speckled birds whose father's line goes back, all right, are not taking heed to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, we are entering into we're in sorrows, all right, but like a time like never before. All right, Jacob's trouble is on the way. All right, it is on the way from this CK situation. All right, that you are currently seeing and experiencing and living through. All right, this is only going to amplify and speed up the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, He said He would shorten the days for the very elect's sake. These are these events that help push forward Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's whipping stick. All right, Esau, Edom, the sword. All right, because 2/3 of the nation of Israel did not take heed, do not want to acknowledge the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that this coming time is really for them. Okay, there is no escaping the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yes, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has a problem with Esau, Edom. He has a disdain, a perpetual hatred. All right, but nevertheless, He is going to deal with His house. He said, judgment starts in my house first. All right? Salakia. All right, Salakia. It's going to be here in the book of 1 Peter. All right, and it's going to be chapter 4 and verse 17, and it reads, For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so, that judgment is starting to be pushed out. You're starting to see this judgment starting to spread throughout the world, okay? Of course, across the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right? But these curses are also transferring over as well, All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is giving this in real time, a real time aspect. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that right quick, okay? Because hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not slack concerning his promises. All right, his promises of judgment, his promises of the blessing. All right, the curse. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua makes sure his word is performed. Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7, and it reads, "And Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee." Right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is putting these curses on these other nations, and they're starting to have to suffer. They're starting to have to see what it is to witness, all right, witness certain things that have taken place as of lately. Okay? Here it is, a very influential person in their community had to suffer a detrimental situation. Okay? But nevertheless, this is something that Jake has been dealing with for forever. All right? Forever. And ultimately we know and understand through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because it is Yahweh who sent his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to save you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right? We're not a nation that can look to somebody of our nation for the help. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave you the prophets out here on the highways and byways. Albert Bivens and the men that were under him, to Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah, the elders and the bishops, with Apostle Tahar being the head. All right? 40 plus years has this message been pushed out. All right? For Israel to come back unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, having the prophets on the scene is a grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so that you may receive his mercy. So you may receive the message that is being pushed out. So you can receive the cheat code, all right, from having to suffer, okay? Now this people, and now people all over the world are starting to see, and the cracks in the ceiling are becoming gaping fucking holes, all right? Whether it's a deep fake, all right, or whether it be real. Nevertheless, it's got everybody questioning everything. From our head apostle, Apostle Tahar on down, you have been hearing this message 40 plus years. All right? And you haven't taken heed. We don't care about these other nations because the message is not for them. All right? But while you two turds out there and you people out there are mocking and making fun of this situation, no, it's just Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, stirring them up, putting in that old hatred and disdain that he has in his heart for you, Jake. All right, here it is. You weren't the problem, but you're the primary target of the problem. Okay, let me go ahead and get that again. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4 and verse 17, and it reads, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai?" All right. Ultimately, 2/3 of the nation of Israel have a detrimental time to look forward to, but as well as these other nations, especially Esau, Edom. You see, this thing is on a worldwide stage. So now Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is starting to make everything a little bit more uncomfortable for all parties involved. And who's involved? The whole world. But who's he have pushed to the forefront? All right? The main characters of the story. All right? Being the villain and the antagonizer and the hero. All right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to reveal who the real villain is. All right? Who's the real hero? Who his chosen are. All All right, so it's something for you to pay attention to and not get enchanted with all this stuff that's going on, but taking heed to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Why? Because judgment is going to start in his house first. That starts with the 2/3 of you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, that know, all right, that know you're an Israelite. All right? And what is that old saying with G.I. Joe? Knowing's half the battle. All right? But you acknowledging is another thing. All right? Acknowledging that you have a responsibility. Acknowledging that you are in trouble. All right? It's going to be here in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse 40, and it reads, "Let all things be done in decency and in order." All right? Hey, so listen. Listen to what the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, and follow them, all right? And I read it because, hey, it's decency and order. Yahweh Shem Yahushai says, "Agree with thy adversary quickly," roughly paraphrasing scripture. Here it is, you were out here, hey, mocking and scoffing and talking about, hey, let them mourn, hey, their fallen soldier. Don't add insult to injury, all right, and get yourself caught up in the mist. Okay, let them do what they're gonna do, and if you have something to say on it, hey, choose your words wisely. Okay, choose your words wisely, and don't bring your emotions into it. But be mindful of what you say and who you're saying it to. All right, because this man still has the power of life and cancellation in his hands. More hardships. Okay, coming on you, Jake. Salakia. Go back here. This is the book of Matthew. Salakia, I dropped it. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22. Salakia. 23 and 38, and it reads, "Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth, till ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai." All right, so here it is. Hey, you have the prophets coming out unto you, calling out unto you through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave you warning. He put the prophets here for your opportunity to hear his word. All right? To hear the speech that is going out so that you may hearken unto it. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is sending a clear warning. All right? And showing you that the time draweth nigh. All right? You're hearing wars, rumors of wars. Hey, how much now? Hey, this is a rumor of war. What are they calling for? Civil war. What are they calling for? Chaos and disorder in the people. All right? States. All right? You see these people rousing up. You see these people, hey, the pride, all right, puffeth up. Okay? It's just something to take heed to. Right? Through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and understand, hey, this devil is preparing. All right? Is preparing. And 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are not taking the threat seriously. You are not taking the warning, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai seriously. Okay? And you very much need to. All right? And here it is. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and 30. And let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start at 5. And it reads, "For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace." All right? Not of peace, a voice of trembling and fear. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai is crying and calling out unto you. Why? Because he understands, hey, the times that are coming. He is causing this time to come. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore doeth I see every man with his hands on his loins, as women in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to put that whipping stick on the nation of Israel. That whipping stick, all right? That sword, all right? Esau, Edom, which is his sword. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that, all right? Just for edification's sake, all right? That Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey, he's not playing, all right? This devil, hey, is the sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and you will not find an escape from it, okay? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, and verse 13, and it reads, Arise, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, all right, which is thy sword. That sword is coming, all right, that sword's coming to 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right. He said this devil, hey, let me go ahead and get it. All right, it's Salakia. This was a very impromptu. Okay, I was starting off in one lesson in my mind, and then the spirit just jumped on me, and the scripts are coming out. All right, this is this is the book of Revelation. Salakia. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12, and it reads, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, and of the sea, for the devil is come down to have unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a little time. All right, Esau, Edom is the counterpart, all right, of the spiritual demon Satan. All right, hey, this devil, all right, is coming down with great wrath. You have these Joe Blow Edomites calling and crying and asking, all right, hey, DJ Trump, please just give us the order, all right? Just let us do whatever we need to do. Let us make this all great again, and let us put it in the right way. All right, you hear these devils crying for it. So know that it's not too far off. All right? All they need to do is cross a couple of more T's and dot a couple of more I's. All right? And then it's on. All right? Then it's on for them. Okay? But you, hey, who believe in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, believe in the testimony and the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? You keep on calling on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? You stay out of the way. You make yourself small in a big world. All right, and you wait till Yahweh Bashem Yahushai rises you up to the prey. It's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who's going to protect us. You do everything that you can do to stay in good stead with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? Let me go back here. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 7, and it reads, Alas, for that day is great, so that none that is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has a remnant. He has a remnant of the 7,000, all right, which is the number of completion, 7, all right, that haven't been the need to by all, that don't worship this system, that don't worship the carnal means of this life, all right, who are not depending on Esau's weaponry, his military might, all right, not depending on anyone or anything but the faith and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right. So Salakia was a little all over the place, but Lord willing to be edifying, uplifting unto the body. I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayis Shadabatat, the house of David. To the next time, Amaya Shatad saying Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abal Babal, Shalom.